After riding an X2 for so long, I'm used to jet skiing, meaning that you're going to end up soaked and submerged in water. That's kind of one argument for not wearing a wetsuit. If you're wearing a wetsuit on a hot day and you don't fall in, probably pretty uncomfortable. Alright YouTube, we're just showing up at the Pine Coulee Reservoir, and it is ridiculously busy. Like, that's normally where we park, way down there at the water. We're usually a couple vehicles up, and now if you look behind me, quite the lineup, and a lot of those are cars with boat trailers. Alright, so it's time to test the wetsuit, and that means one thing: I gotta get changed into the wetsuit, and that's what you're gonna see next. But I have the Jet Pilot L.R.E. John, or whatever you call this, the bottom, and the matching Jet Pilot L.R.E. jacket.
Are you gonna wear the jacket today too?
Yeah. So, nothing to it but to do it.
Did you tell your viewers how much you spent on the whole outfit?
I will insert how much I spent right here.
And did you tell the viewers how much you spent on your girlfriend's birthday present?
Alright, I'm gonna make sure that my zippers are undone and my velcros, and then oh, there's a truck coming. No, there's no way around it. People are gonna, yeah. Alright. I don't know how to get, is there two? Oh no. Alright, try not to get it all twisted up. That actually went on quite easily, considering I've already been in the water. My skin is fairly dry. Alright, now take away the sensor. Zip up the bottoms. So yeah, I'm a pretty shy / conservative person, and
Your underwear's all punched.
You're ruining my video. I wouldn't normally do that unless it was for a video. I would hide somewhere behind my car door or something, but yeah, that's for your guys' entertainment.
And mine.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm almost in, and already it is quite warm. Don't even have it on yet. Alright, now this is the tricky part. A lot of wetsuits have a zipper with a string. The L.R.E. does not, so you've got to get this flap and then somehow, there we go, get it over your shoulder. Not so bad. Remember, this is only my second time ever getting into a wetsuit, and the first time outside, so feels good. Feels good. I'm going jet skiing. I'm going jet skiing. So yeah, Megan asked if I was wearing the jacket, and I quite confidently said yes, and now I'm kind of second guessing myself, with the exception that I like being hot more than I hate being cold. Wait, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes.
Got so carried away about getting the bottoms on that I kind of forgot that I was wearing the top. So the top can be a little bit tricky to put on. I've had it on twice now. Came in to get my wetsuit jacket on. I'm having some troubles here. Might need to get Andy to dress me. I don't. What is going on here? This seam is like supposed to be way around, I think. So yeah, what I found was tricky is making sure that the elbow stays in the elbow position. So this time what I'm going to do is hold the jacket up and take note of where my elbows are going to be, and yeah, try to pay attention to that as I'm putting it on. I think what happened last time, I slipped my arm in this way and then twisted, and it was not good. So I'm going to make sure my hand is lined up with this seam. Take notes from a guy who's only ever had a wetsuit on once before in his life. All right, pull it on nice and far. And then this is going to be the side that's tricky because I got to do that same lineup thing. Well, it's going to work out. Pull it on, make sure you get it lots far. If you like being warm, this is the trick for you.
What about warm and moist?
All right, what's the temperature today, Megan?
It was 27.
All right, so that's this much in Fahrenheit. And yeah, the jacket is now on. After putting it on twice, it went on quite easy the second time. I'm quite warm, not uncomfortably warm, but it probably would be uncomfortable for most people. I like being really hot. So
do you have to do anything with your neck up here? No?
No. There are Velcros on the lower part, but they kind of almost fasten themselves. So now we're ready to go to the water.
You have a pocket on your arm.
Oh, yeah. It has a little pocket here on the arm for, I don't know, your dope pouch, or I'm not sure exactly what you could put in there. Maybe, oh, keys.
Your truck keys.
Keys.
Oh.
I can't put my truck key in there because it's broken and it would fall in the water anyway. But yeah, that's pretty handy because it's always a struggle trying to figure out where to put your keys so nobody steals your stuff. Anyway, now we're gonna head to the water. All right, I'm out, I'm in the water. I got my wetsuit on, my wetsuit jacket, and my immediate impression is I will probably never go in the water again without some sort of wetsuit on, because this is my sort of thing. I love it. I don't like wet clothes touching my skin. I don't like wet water splashing on me. Wet water. I don't like cold water splashing on me. I don't like the wind blowing on me. So yeah, let's get up and start riding around. doesn't restrict my movement or anything. Feels extremely comfortable. Okay, I'm in the water for the first time. I feel a bubble go out my back. The water slowly fills up the wetsuit. It's extremely buoyant, and I have to say I really like it. Good. I crashed earlier and kept it running, but I smashed my junk real hard on the seat. No. Yeah. But yeah, it's really nice. Like, as soon as you start moving, you're not super hot anymore. And basically, like, the little droplets hitting you and stuff, you don't really feel them. So it's like you don't feel the wetness against your skin, and you just feel a little bit of, like, if you hit the water real hard, you feel a little bit of cold water go in around the joints. I'm feeling a little around my neck right now, but it's extremely buoyant. That's one thing. Like, yeah, it definitely gives you more buoyancy. Only 5 minutes in, and I have to say I'm 100% sold. Maneuverability, the ease of movement, not affected whatsoever, and all in all, just way more comfortable experience. So I'm gonna get back on and keep riding. Woo! I see you doing some donuts there. That was pretty cool. Major fail. Sit back. Loving the wetsuit. Wow. Huh. I was trying to film Megan. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I'm getting a little bit of air coming in around my neck, and it kind of makes the wetsuit blow up. Not uncomfortable, just kind of feels weird. the suit. I do have a few comments on it. After getting out of the water, normally even on a hot day I'm shivering and shaking, the wind blowing and cooling me off. Yeah, I'm just a complete wimp when it comes to cold. And you're recording a video.
I am, of you trembling.
I'm constantly playing with the throttle to try to keep the RPM up, to keep it from going super rich. Old guy saw me here trembling when I got out of the water, and he was like, "You need a wetsuit." And then somebody else saw me and they're like, "You need a wetsuit." And then people who watched my video were like, "You need a wetsuit." I really hate shorts or anything touching my skin and cooling me off. I hate anything wet touching my skin, and this takes care of all of that. I could just say wetsuits are awesome, go buy one, but I think probably if you're riding something that's more like a boat that you're not going to fall in on, I could see how a wetsuit might be annoying. I don't find this uncomfortable. As soon as you start moving on the water, even without being wet, I wasn't hot or muggy or anything. And when you get splashed, you don't get that chilled feeling. The water doesn't hurt, for one thing, when it splashes you, even at high speed. I tried to communicate this while I was on the jet ski, but every now and then when you hit the water hard, you get some water jammed up the cuffs or in your neck. Also, when you're going at high speed, you can get wind going in around the neck hole, and it kind of puffs you up. It fits really nice with the life jacket. I was kind of concerned that maybe the extra thickness would be a problem, but I've got a medium life jacket. I wore this without the wetsuit, it fit fine, and with the wetsuit it fits perfectly fine. Again, it's only 2 millimeters thick, but I'm wearing, yeah, so I've got 8 millimeters through my chest because I've got the jacket, the john, and then 2 more layers on my back. But anyway, it's extremely comfortable. I'm out of the water now and I'm not overheated in it, but I also don't feel gross and muggy or sticky. The odd time I would have this huge belch of air come out through my chest. Because I'm wearing the vest on over, it would kind of hold some pressure, and air would kind of get in down into the john somehow, I guess from blowing in around my neck. Then when I fall in through the water, it would pressurize and you would feel it like burp out of the suit. And then other times, kind of with the X2, you're dragging behind it when you get on, and it pulls water into the suit, and when you stand up you can feel the water kind of settling down through the suit. It's not an uncomfortable feeling, but it is a little bit weird the first time it happens. And also, if it was really cold water, that would be a very cold rush of water going over your body. It kind of gathers in this general region as well, so that was kind of weird, but then it runs down out through the legs. So for any reason, if you decide that you couldn't afford a complete wetsuit, or if you just want to try it out to see if you're comfortable in it, I would recommend getting the jacket. I wore the jacket in a previous video. I'm sure I used some of that footage in here, but basically the jacket, even without the john or the pants, made a world of difference. The pants make a bit of difference for sure. They do have some shin protection, and I'm definitely not losing as much heat through my legs. But if you're gonna buy one piece, if you can only afford it, or you want to try out a wetsuit to see how you feel about it, get the jacket and see what you think about that. As I mentioned before, the only kind of tricky thing about getting in is that it doesn't have a zip. It has a Velcro strap on the shoulder, and so you have to be able to reach that. But other than that, pretty easy to get on.
How does the underwear feel in it?
I didn't notice that I was wearing anything, but yeah. I kind of didn't find an exact answer as to whether or not you're supposed to wear underwear, but I did wear my underwear under the wetsuit and it didn't cause any sort of a problem. I didn't notice that they were there, or yeah. In really cold weather conditions, I suspect that If you wear bulky underwear, they would hold more water, and so you would get colder through that region. The idea of the wetsuit is that it holds a very thin layer of water, so if you're wearing a bunch of thick cloth between you and the wetsuit, it's going to hold more water. It's going to take longer for your body to warm that water up, and that's going to draw more heat energy out of your body. Science! Megan just brought up a question about my man parts feeling weird in it, and no, it doesn't bunch up or act weird or anything like that, so if anybody's wondering about that. Any other questions, Megan, as a person who hasn't worn a wetsuit?
No, I don't think so. I think that's good.
All right, that's I guess that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.